What's up, everybody? Welcome to Game Moose episode 132. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Turford, alongside the Broccoli Brock McLaughlin.
You had to think about that for a second.
You know,
what episode we're on?
It's Sunday.
Where are we? Who are we?
I don't know. It's fucking hot outside, so in case you're wondering, dear listener at home, if it's a little bit louder in the background than usual, it's because we got the air conditioning on today. We're not suffering through this heat this week. Usually we just deal with it. This week, though,
this is the first episode I'm not sweating.
Yeah, thankfully. Yeah.
Well, I'm still sweating.
There's still time. There's still time
to sweat.
Of course, the ghost of the most Drew McMillan is not able to join us this week, but that's okay. We're gonna roll into it anyways.
He's a ghost this week.
That's true. But Brock finally returns.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back, baby!
Are you ready to talk about Fortnite again, aren't you?
I'm ready to talk about Fortnite again, because it's pretty much all I play.
Wait, hold on. You talk about Fortnite? Jesus.
I know.
God. Well, besides Fortnite, we're also going to talk about the newest addition to the Nintendo Labo line. We're also going to talk about Guacamelee 2 got a release date, as well as the Commodore 64 Mini also got a release date, because someone somewhere is excited for that. I
thought you'd be excited for that.
I didn't grow up with the Commodore 64. So.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
No, not for me.
I don't think I know anyone in real life, like in person, that grew up with a Commodore 64. I know a couple of YouTubers that did, but that's the extent of the knowledge I have about the Commodore 64. All right, but first, so Brock, we're going to talk about a little set of rumors we got this week regarding the Xbox Scarlett. So for those who don't know, back at E3, Phil Spencer announced that Project Scarlett was going to be like the next line of Xbox consoles. So website Thurrott, I probably butchered the name, it's Thurrott, Thurrott. I'm guessing that's how it's called. They learned some new details about the Scarlett this week, including 2 console variations instead of 1. In fact, Phil, when he first announced it, said that there would be multiple consoles, so it wouldn't just be one baseline unit. So
who's this website, though? Who's getting this leak?
It's like a European news website.
Okay.
And they got it from multiple sources. It's not just from one person.
Okay.
But they didn't name their sources, because a lot of times with stuff like this, they just
This is why I didn't really look into the rumors, because I'd never heard of them, and it seemed very...
It's also a really fun just thing to talk about, for sure.
Sure.
So I'm just going to really read real quick what they reported, and then we're going to jump into it. So they learned some possible details about the line of consoles. According to Thurrott, there will be 2 different consoles, which again was hinted by Phil Spencer. The first console will be a traditional console similar to what we're used to with the Xbox One already, while the other will incorporate Microsoft's upcoming game streaming platform with the codename Scarlett Cloud, which is actually where this sort of rumor came from. Like, it started with there, and then that's how they went down the rabbit hole and determined there's 2 consoles instead of 1. The second console will be targeting a price point higher than a traditional stream box like an Apple TV or a Roku or something like that, but less than a traditional console. So less than the Xbox One, but more than like the $100 you pay for an Apple TV. So Brock...
I mean, that sounds pretty accurate to what's going to actually happen. I mean, if you look at Microsoft's lineup right now, what they're clearly pushing more towards streaming. I don't know if you noticed the new UI design, but they've added in Game Pass to your main games now. Yeah. So they're right there with EA Access now. So they really want people aware that that's there and they're available. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, this whole idea makes it sound like you're not going to own your games anymore. Right. Like, you're basically, like with this console, essentially, you're just going to have Game Pass, and then whatever games are on Game Pass, and like you can probably rent other games or like
GameStop's gonna hate this.
Well, yeah, I mean that's good. That this console is basically just gonna completely cut them out. That's why I'm like a little hesitant to believe it at this point.
It just sounds like a computer, like Steam.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, or OnLive.
Yeah,
or one of these fucking streaming boxes from back in the day.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like this is what they've been building to with Game Pass, with other services, with Mixer and everything else. Like, it sounds like they want to have everything integrated as one thing, streaming, essentially, to your console. The one worry I have for this, of course, is the same worry we have with PlayStation Now, or what we learned, the lesson we learned with PlayStation Now, which is streaming sucks when playing games, because it just that second of lag can totally screw over your entire experience like that. So, do you think this would be something you'd even be interested in buying? Like, or who do you think the market is for this?
I think it's for the average gamer who doesn't play many games and just wants something to pick up and go.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have like 100 games at least at your fingertips at all time. It's simple, it's easy, it's not for like a pro gamer at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's why they
for
have the other one.
The casual gamer, for sure. I just don't know about the streaming aspect because Xbox really looks like they're pushing downloads and quick as fast as possible download.
Yeah.
So I feel like the games would download to your hard drive.
Yeah,
or
and
something.
in theory, there could be like a hard drive on this thing because
Sure.
we just don't know the specs of it.
Sure.
That could allow you to download at least a few games to it.
The problem that always comes up in this, especially in the States, is just the internet speeds aren't that quick.
Well, to put it bluntly, 30% of the United States is still on dial-up.
Right.
There was a recent study, as recent as 2 weeks ago, seeing like America Online it still has a whole bunch of subscribers on like 56K modems.
Right.
Because like places in Iowa just don't have high-speed internet.
I have unlimited internet. That's not common in the States.
No.
And like especially the smaller states.
Yeah, especially
right?
data caps are huge there.
Data caps are huge.
Even
This
here
is
in
gonna-
Canada,
This
they
is
are.
going to use a huge amount of data streaming. Even the downloading uses a bunch of data.
Yeah, I mean the downloading itself, yeah, it totally uses a lot of data. But once you've done it once, that's it. You don't need to do it anymore. Like I almost wish that they would put their energy more into making the being able to play while it's downloading a faster feature.
Well, that's what they did announced at E3.
Yeah, with Fast Start.
And like follow, like I could play like after like 33%. It was crazy.
Yeah. But some of those games, the ones that don't take care of the fast start,
Right.
A lot of times they just like segment off a set of content. Like I
Right.
want to see that come down across the board. I think because for example, like if you download NHL 19, for example, it's like ready to play after about 11%, and it's literally just the little tutorial and that's it. And then you have to wait for the entire game to download before you can start playing it. Whereas like something like you're gonna not like me for saying this, but World of Warcraft.
Right.
I'm bringing it up because they do this really well. Because essentially, there's a little bar as you download World of Warcraft when you download it for the first time, where as it reaches certain segments, the bar will turn a different color, and you'll have full access to the game regardless of what color it is. But you'll have less sort of basically waiting time for the stream of the game to catch it, because it basically streams the game to the computer as it downloads it, which is really cool. Like I wish a lot more console manufacturers would be able to sort of incorporate that technology. Even Blizzard doesn't even do that with something like Overwatch on consoles. So it's a little weird.
Yeah, I feel like they'll get there by like this rumored is 2020.
Yeah,
The console's coming out. It's not coming out next year.
No,
There's no way.
I mean, yeah, I think they'll be announced next year.
Sure, they're not coming out.
But
next year.
I don't think they're coming out next year. And that sort of goes back to what I was predicting after E3 was over, where like I think like Cyberpunk, for example, is a next gen game, even though it's going to probably be on both consoles, or something even like Death Stranding is probably a multiple console generation game.
Maybe.
Like I think
the walking sim.
I think a few of those that we saw at E3, and some of the names are escaping me now. I'm pretty sure some of the games we saw at E3 this year are current gen games and next gen games. So it's really interesting. I'm just really interested to see what the actually
Every
is.
game's now a next gen game. Look at all the Xbox 360 games we keep getting.
That's true.
Keep
We need more of them though.
wrapping
Ninja
them
Gaiden
up,
2 isn't
giving
there
us
yet.
back.
We need Ninja Gaiden 2 back, Rob.
Sure.
Yeah.
We need them all.
I mean, we got that crappy Silent Hill HD collection
Where's
back
Blinks
this week.
2, baby?
I don't know. Where is Blinks 2?
I don't know.
I mean, that's a Microsoft first party friend. Where's Fable?
Yeah.
They
Well,
did-
Fable's there.
No, Fable for 360's there, but not Fable for Xbox.
Right. That's okay. We don't need that one.
But it's the, yeah, I guess you got
It's
it.
nowhere near as good.
Well, maybe though, because I don't know, because I prefer playing like the original Halo to the Halo 360 edition.
Right.
I don't know. There's something about that port that just rubbed me the wrong way. Unlike going back to the original Halo.
If Drew was here right now, I'd say I'd rub him the wrong way.
Yeah, but no.
But he's not.
Nope.
So no.
No dick jokes
No,
today.
no
apparently,
dick jokes today.
Because you got unfun Ryan today. you're just dealing with me today. But it's crazy because Brock, it's 2018 and we're already starting to learn about new consoles.
It seems quick.
It just feels like yesterday.
Seems like I really haven't gotten the most out of my Xbox One yet.
Yeah, like it feels like it was just yesterday that like we just got the PS4 and the Xbox One. Like,
Yeah.
it almost feels like it's too soon for new consoles. But
Yeah.
then like They've been out for like 5 years now.
Maybe Crackdown 3 will come out on the new console.
Maybe it'll come out at all.
Just kidding. Apparently, it has to come out.
Did you actually see the news story from last week that we didn't talk about on the podcast, but was went up where it was from multiple sources inside Microsoft? They're like unwilling to delay that game any further.
Yeah, it has to come out by March.
Yeah, because like otherwise, I don't know if that game ever comes out.
No, and that's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay, people. You're not gonna miss anything.
What are you talking about? That game's gonna be probably pretty fun. I'm actually excited for that game.
I'm glad.
I mean, it'll probably be at least okay.
Sure.
Speaking of just okay, Brock, there's a game that was just okay, and then this is gonna segue into what we've been playing. There's a little game this week that released on Xbox One for the first time. No Man's Sky Next came out this week, which is basically the patch for any existing version of No Man's Sky, as well as the Xbox version of No Man's Sky. And the reason I want to talk about it is that both I know I have at least seen this. I don't know if you've seen people's Twitter feeds of people just playing this game like crazy. Like public perception of this game is turned around so far from when we first saw it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
and I famously hated that game. It was so boring. But now I'm very intrigued. I have it downloaded, but I haven't got a time to play it because I've been playing Fortnite. But I really want to get into it. It looks fun.
Yeah.
You can build stuff.
You can build stuff. You can build your own bases.
You can make a bear person thing.
Yeah.
And then just do weird shit.
You can totally change up your appearance now. You can make yourself a bunch of different races. They totally redesigned all the planets now where they don't look all the same.
Yeah.
Like, they don't look like, oh, this is the blue planet. Yeah. This is the purple planet.
Every single planet was fucking boring the first time around.
Or like had like very similar animals.
Or toxic, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas this time around, like, again, I've been playing No Man's Sky this week, and all the planets were really varied. Like, I went to this one, like, moon, like this moon where the surface of the moon was blue, and there were fucking, like, giant, like, bubbles everywhere, and, like, there's no life on the planet except bubbles. It was really weird.
Cool. I live there.
Yeah, like
Bubble Boy.
Yeah, so the question I wanted to ask you is, and this is where I'm sort of leading, is No Man's Sky the greatest comeback story in video game history, or at least one of them?
It's a pretty good comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we literally went from these developers can never make another game again to holy crap, everyone likes this game.
It's just amazing that they had the funding and they had like the resources to really fix the game. I mean, most games aren't presented that opportunity to have 2 years to totally fix themselves.
Yeah.
Thankfully they did, and it got picked up by other consoles, which is handy for them.
Yeah, like I never thought it would ever come to Xbox.
No, I didn't either, because especially after PlayStation was like, this is our baby.
They published it as like Sony published that game on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It was sort of like the Mass Effect 1 situation where I never thought Mass Effect 1 would come to another console.
Yeah.
Because like Microsoft published that game.
Now, I still haven't played it, but like from what I hear and what I see, people are really loving the game.
Yeah.
And it's new for a lot of people.
Yeah.
The player base wasn't huge when it first came out because people were just so angry that it didn't have anything, and word spread really fast, but now word spreading that it's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to play it.
It was like the 4th or 5th most played game on Steam this week.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Wow.
And that community totally wrote that game off, for sure.
Yeah.
Same with the PlayStation community. And like half the friends on my friends list, because I have like 200 friends on my PSN list, half of them were playing No Man's Sky this week.
I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, I think it's a good story, and the devs listen to the people and really listen to them. Unlike, say, like the Culling, which we just saw get shit canned, they refuse to listen.
This is something we wanted to talk about last week, but you were away, and I knew nothing about the Culling. So, Brock, tell me about the Culling 2.
Well, I downloaded the Culling 2, and it was taken down before I even opened it.
Wow.
One of those sucks.
Wow.
But the Culling was like the original Fortnite and the original Battle Royale game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it before.
And then people like started, giving suggestions and here's what you should do, and it was kind of arcadey and fun. And the devs took the advice, threw it out, and did whatever they wanted and ruined the whole experience. And then instead of fixing the first game, just decided to drop a second one, and it was released totally broken and absolutely hated. There was like 3 people online on like the first day because people were so mad because they got fooled into getting a new one.
Yeah.
When the first one wasn't even finished. It was still in early access. How do you release a second one if you haven't finished your first one? It was really money hungry grab, and I think it really ruined it. Yeah. So now they got rid of the Culling 2, and they're working on the Culling again. but it doesn't sound like it's going to go very well, and I don't think they're going to have the funds to fix it.
They made a sequel to a game.
Yeah.
They pulled the sequel, and then they went back to the original game?
Now they're fixing the original game.
What part of that makes any
I
sense?
don't know.
That doesn't make
so
any
everyone
sense
who
at
bought
all.
the second one, all 100 people get a refund, apparently. And, yeah.
Did they get a copy of the first game? For
I
their
think
copy?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't play the culling.
Good
I
lord.
don't know why you would.
Well, it got. I think the only review I saw for it was on IGN, and it got a 2.8.
That sounds alright. It had some cool character designs, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's no Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, nothing really is though.
Nothing really is.
No other games really fit in that battle royale genre. And actually, funny enough, Fortnite. Going back to No Man's Sky, I think that's a similar situation where like everyone was shitting on Fortnite when it first came out because it was only the PvE Save the World mode.
Yeah.
Battle Royale hadn't been out, and then suddenly became a huge success story once they actually implemented Battle Royale.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now it's like the biggest game in the world.
Now it's the biggest game.
People are estimating that Epic is worth like $8 billion now.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, because apparently they make like $500 million on Fortnite per month.
That's nuts.
Which is ridiculous.
I keep giving money because I love that game.
It's true.
I have no shame. I get real stoned and I'm like buying everything.
Oh God.
It's a huge waste of my money.
Yeah.
I need a financial advisor.
You really don't. I mean, your financial advisor would be just like, don't spend any more money.
Don't buy Fortnite things.
You don't even need a financial advisor to tell you that. I can just tell you that. Don't spend more money on Fortnite. That's it. That's all you need to know.
I need to. Can we talk about Fortnite? Because it celebrated its birthday this week.
That's true. It's 1 year anniversary.
It's 1 year anniversary, so the bus has been pimped out to have a birthday. It's like turned into a birthday cake.
Yeah.
With the flame of the candle holds up the balloon. There's birthday music. There's birthday activities. You got to go dance around some 10 cakes around the field. You get a really ugly new jetpack that has a candle on it.
You got to get that ugly jetpack.
Honestly, a lot of the birthday gifts are really terrible. I picked them up in about like 2 hours. It took me to do everything in it.
Yeah. Well, they probably wanted to make it super fast to get it because like not everyone has like a ton of time that week probably.
It was really ugly. Yeah, no, well, 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks.
Oh, well, still.
And it's pretty easy. Yeah, it didn't take very long. I'm not a big fan of the character designs or any of the new. Not a big fan of a lot of the items in Season 5. But oh my god, the new map is so good, and riding a golf cart feels so
Isn't
fun.
it just the same map, but then
No, it's bigger.
Oh, there's new map?
New areas.
Jesus.
And they've changed a lot of things. Like
I thought that it was just the same map and they expanded upon it.
yeah, it's the same map, but expanded, but then
okay.
things change. Like the giant crater is now gone and replaced with other shit.
They rebuilt it. They rebuilt
rebuilt
something
it.
on top of it.
I don't know, like the story. There's a lot going on. There's some weird shit.
It's just still crazy that this game, a battle royale game, has like a story that like changes all the time with arts and stuff.
All the time.
Yeah.
There should be a new cutscene, I think, going up tomorrow because it's a new week tomorrow.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun, and it's so many people online.
Nice. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just
50 versus 50 is so good.
Yeah.
50 versus 50 is my
It actually is
favorite
really fun.
mode. It's so much fun.
That's the one mode I've never tried.
Because you can just destroy people in it because you have so many hands.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, like that was back because I was playing Fortnite when it first came out, but then I stopped playing like in November. I think was the last time I played it.
Wow.
But that was before they added 50 versus 50.
I don't know
so
why, but 50 versus 50 comes and goes, and I don't know why it's not permanent because it's such a good mode.
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
Maybe they just want you to have they don't want you to stick a 50-50
I
on 50.
guess so. So they take it out.
Yeah.
But it's in there right now. It's so much fun. I like the new. I can't remember what it's called. The playground mode.
Okay.
So you can just build shit and blow stuff up and not have to worry about dying.
That's cool.
It's fun with friends. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad at least someone on our podcast knows stuff about Fortnite.
Yeah. I'm getting really good at building now. So I'm like building up towers like crazy. I'm getting there. I'm learning it. I'm
Nice.
still terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm getting
No,
there.
the main thing is you're having fun though.
I'm having a lot of fun.
And you've probably gotten at least about one victory royale before.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
at least you can't say you're terrible.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm getting dumb luck.
Well, with a game like that kind of just has that. Now tell me about
I can play
this.
some other games though. Are we there yet?
I just wanted to ask you one question though. What tell me about this overpowered gun.
That gun was ridiculous. We absolutely destroyed. It was an SMG, and you could just blow through people's buildings and kill everybody. It was stupid that night. We got so many wins that night because that's all we did.
That's amazing.
They nerfed it by the morning. It was a fucking bloodbath with that gun. It was funny as hell.
We're like, if you didn't have it, you were totally fucked.
Yeah, you were literally done. You could just destroy everything. It was taking out buildings like no tomorrow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they just added back the rocket launcher that you can guide now. The guided missile rocket launcher.
Okay.
But I don't know how to use that. I'm really bad at the sniper or anything long range.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
a
probably.
guy.
I mean, it's tougher to do that on console too. If you were playing on PC, it'd probably be okay.
Oh yeah.
At least for me, like with sniper stuff, like I always do way better with mouse.
Yeah.
Like it's always tough to do sniper stuff on consoles for me.
I find the Switch version is really hard to do anything on.
Well,
it's fun.
You got those cramped controls though.
Yeah, and if you're playing like handheld mode, it's really hard to see anything. Like guys come out of nowhere and just.
Well, if you're playing on your TV, you probably have like a distinct advantage.
Yeah.
People.
Oh yeah. Like on my huge TV, it's great. I can see shit. On my Switch, it's very hard to see anything
until you play against people on PC and just get murdered.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
Switch.
Yeah.
So okay, tell me about the other games you played this week, Brock.
I played Danger Zone 2.
Oh.
Because I hated Danger Zone 1.
Yes.
I think it was one of the worst games
we talked about this last year.
It was last year, right?
Yeah. I was really excited for Danger Zone because I love Burnout Crash Mode.
Yeah.
But then I was totally bummed to hear it was terrible. Not sure from you, but from multiple
people. There was only like 3 levels. It was like these dingy fucking parking lots. It was horrible.
They all kind of look the same.
But the second one is pretty fun.
Yeah.
They've really fixed it. They've made it a lot like Burnout. Like there's racing and stuff. And you gotta take out cars now before you crash.
That sounds
and stuff.
awesome.
The graphics are really good. There's so many car varieties. It's a little. Some of the level design's not great. I think that's the only thing that's bad, but it's pretty fun. Okay. I had a good time. Yeah. It's really easy. Yeah. You could stroll through it pretty quick, but it's a 180 from the original, so that's good.
That's awesome.
And if someone wants a Burnout, it's like $10 or $15. It's really not that bad.
I'm really excited for this. I kind of need to go home and go play it.
It's pretty fun. Yeah. I didn't mind it. I liked it a lot more than I hated the first one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I played the Moose Man.
The Moose Man? Oh, wait, I heard about this game.
I don't understand. Gave up halfway through because I didn't like the controls are super.
But with a name like the Moose Man, Brock, what could possibly go wrong?
It was based on some folklore thing. I don't know. The controls were really buggy and it was really hard to do things, so I gave up.
Fair enough.
And then I played. Oh my god! I played something else really weird.
Did you play the FMV game that came out this week?
No.
Slaps and Beans?
No.
Yeah. Go look that up at home.
Oh, I played the Late Shift.
Late Shift. That's also an FMV game.
No, not that game. Oh. That game's good.
Okay.
The Long Night. Oh my god.
Oh, The Long Dark.
No, I'm gonna look it up. It just came out.
Okay. Because I know The Long Dark was an early access game that just came out on Xbox.
No. Oh, no, I have that too. No, it is.
I'm gonna quickly.
Okay, go.
I'm going to talk about No Man's Sky for a second real quick. No Man's Sky is a lot of fun. Go play it.
All right,
while Brock goes in the
look for this. What the hell is it called? Okay. It's actually really good. That's why I wanted to bring it up. The Long Reach.
Oh, The Long Reach.
Yeah, it's by Painted Black Games. So it's really fun.
So what do you do in The Long Reach, Brock?
It's like Monkey Island and like...
Oh, so it's an adventure game?
Kind of, but it's really dark. There's like zombie people and stuff.
Oh.
And it's really funny.
Nice.
It's dark. It's really dark. It's just a fun. I had a really good time playing it. It's a really easy game to get all the achievements and it's just fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It's real weird.
Yeah.
It's real weird. And that's how I like it. So that was a good one.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I did play some games.
Nice.
Outside of Fortnite.
Well, I mean, it's also like, I don't know. It feels like this summer has been more of a drought than like other summers have.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like other than Octopath and the Mega Man X collection, there really hasn't been too much this summer.
I'm dying for Spider-Man here.
Yeah, and it's still another month away.
Yeah.
Like there's not even that much we're getting next month even.
In August?
Yeah, there's one game we'll talk about in a bit.
Yakuza!
That's true.
Shenmue! Shenmue 1 and 2!
Yeah, the Shenmue collection's coming out next month as well.
I will definitely be playing some Shenmue.
I mean, I have an entire week off to play World of Warcraft, and that comes out next month.
Okay.
So there's stuff like that, but like even it almost feels to me like there's been even less this summer than like most summers.
Usual?
I think this has been like one of the driest summers of all of this gen. just in general for game releases.
There's been a lot of indie games, but a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Or like really short games.
Yeah. Well, there's just a bajillion games on Switch.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with.
I can't. I don't even go to. I'm like, what the fuck are these?
The best part is Nintendo is like, man, we want to release 20 eShop games a week. A week.
Too many.
That's
Too
a
many
lot.
games.
That's a lot of games. And then when I go to like read the PlayStation blog with the drop of all the new games, because they post that every single week, it's just like, I don't even know what half of these are, and they have like broken English in their descriptions. So
nice.
Probably don't want to jump into any.
Yep, probably not.
Yeah. So other than No Man's Sky next, which I actually think that anyone who just sort of wrap that conversation up, if you played No Man's Sky before and didn't like it, I encourage you to go back and at least try it. You might not like it because it's still the same sort of loop of gathering resources in order to fuel your ship, going to explore planets, and then building bases and other things on planets. All that's the same loop from the beginning, but I do think the game looks visually much more striking. Like each of the planets is really interesting to explore now, as opposed to before where it was like there was no reason to keep going to new planets.
And
really.
you can team up with 4 people?
You can team up with 4 people for multiplayer.
Can you kill
And it actually
people?
works. No.
There's NPC.
It's co-op only, and you can kill NPCs. You could always kill NPCs.
Okay.
But it's not like there's no multiplayer deathmatch or anything like that. It's cooperative only. And you can't kill your teammates either.
Okay.
It doesn't let you.
I didn't think so.
No. But I mean, killing the AI, the NPC sucks because it drains a lot of resources from your like mining laser.
Say you build a house. Can someone build a house on top of your house?
They can't build it directly on top of your house. They can build it near your house.
What a dick.
House adjacent.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd be so mad.
Well, it's not like Minecraft where it's just building blocks. You can build whatever on top of whatever. Right. And again, I bring in Minecraft because that's what this game reminds me a lot of. So if you like games like Minecraft and you never played No Man's Sky before, I definitely encourage you to check it out. But and again, you may not like it, and that's okay because this is definitely not a game for everyone.
You don't have to like every game.
Yep. But this game especially is like a game that's for a specific set of people.
For sure.
Especially because it's a very chill game, and a lot of people don't like just very chill games.
I'm a chill guy.
Yeah.
But it might still be too slow for me.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll find out this week. Stay tuned to next week's show to see if Brock likes No Man's Sky.
Woo! But it is definitely better from when it first launched. That's for sure. Because again, I played it for 30 hours when it first came out. For some reason,
I don't know how.
It was not super great then. This time, I think it's much better now.
All right.
Other game I'm still chipping away at, Octopath Traveler, because it's a long ass game. I'm 50 hours in. I've completed everyone's chapter 3 now, and I've completed some chapter 4s. So I'm like, I'm pretty close to the end of that game finally. In fact, because I beat basically when you beat someone's chapter, it rolls credits. So like I've already beaten a couple people's like overall stories, but I'm still sort of plugging away at because I want to complete everyone's story because each character has 4 chapters associated with them, and I'm still really loving it, but I still have my problems with it, which we talked about last week, which Brock you weren't here for. My problems with that game are it has a very similar structure for everyone's story chapters. So like you always go to a town, you always have to just go talk to this person. Now go to talk to this person. Now use your like standard ability to talk to this person. All right, now go to this dungeon, and then fight a boss. It's always that exact pattern for everyone's stories,
annoying.
with the exception of a few of them.
Yeah.
So I don't like the predictability aspect of it because unlike a lot of other JRPGs, the reason I like, for example, a game like Persona 5 is that it's each progressive dungeon in Persona 5 is very different from the last one.
Yeah, very different.
And the way you tackle them is very different. So that's what I really liked about that game as opposed to this game. But the combat system in this is absolutely amazing. The music, the art, the level design of the dungeons themselves are pretty awesome, but they're still very formulaic, which is, again, my gripe with the game. So again, I think it's not a game for everyone as well, but I think if you do like JRPGs with great combat, I think you will like it. But again, I don't know if I'm going to write a review for it because we're pretty far from when it was released, but I might actually do something with it. But because again, I really like the game a lot. It's just I have my qualms with it. Those qualms like set it back from being like an amazing game to just being a great game. Kind of sort of. And that's all I've pretty much been playing this week because I've been gearing up for my week-long stream of World of Warcraft, which is coming up in a few weeks, as well as some other things. So playing some retro games too. I've played some more Goonies this week.
Ooh, Goonies!
It's a fun game.
I bet. But Goonies is one of the greatest films of all time.
It's true. The game is made by Konami.
Nice.
And it didn't come out here. It was only on Famicom.
1985, best year for movies ever.
Clearly.
Goonies, Back to the Future, boom, boom.
Now, Brock, I asked Drew this question last week, but I'm going to ask you this. Do you remember that there was a Goonies 2 game that came out here? And did that at all?
I don't think I
confuse
played it. I think I knew that. I don't.
Did it at all confuse you as to why there was a Goonies
movie?
2 game, but there was no Goonies 2 movie?
What happened in the Goonies 2?
There was no. Well, the thing is, the game was so popular in Japan, they decided to make a sequel to the game, but then they never made a sequel to the Goonies movie.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So, like, some people I know I've talked to are like, man, I kept going to Blockbuster and asking them, where's the Goonies 2 movie? Because there's a Goonies 2 game. And they're like, it doesn't exist.
Okay.
It's so good. All right, so let's run through some news stories before we get out of here. We are going to have a little bit of a shorter show this week.
That was quick.
Well, it's half an hour still.
Holy!
But, first news story, Hyperkin has announced that a limited edition green version of the Duke controller is coming. There is no Canadian release info at this time, but we will know soon. It is coming in the US in September. Now, the original Duke had a green special edition console that's very rare. So this is actually a really cool throwback to the original Duke. And it looked really awesome. IGN had an exclusive unboxing video of the green Duke. And it's the only place you can actually see it. So if you've never seen it before, you can go check out IGN. It looks really cool. And it's just the same controller I got, but it's green. It looks really cool. Like it's see-through green almost. So next up, and this is a set of news. I just tried to keep rolling with it, but your laughing just, totally killed my momentum.
There's no video, but I just stuck my hand right down my pants and had to fix myself.
Now you understand why there's no video this week.
Yeah.
Folks at home.
It would be too sexy, even for the internet.
It's too much. It would destroy YouTube completely. So next up, this gets me really excited. I kind of wish I had a house, though, because if I had a house, I would buy all of these. Arcade 1UP have announced a line of 5 affordable arcade cabinets, like they're actual real arcade cabinets, but they're not $2,000 like real arcade cabinets. So they've announced 5 cabinets that are up for pre-order for $299 US, which is way cheaper than you'd get a normal size cabinet for. Each machine is 3/4 the size of their original counterparts. They're about 4.5 feet to 5 feet tall, depending on the machine. And they have all their original counterparts and have like the exact same controller layout as well as sort of all the original art on the side of the cabinets and stuff to make them really stand out. They'll arrive on September 27th. Again, if I had a bigger apartment, I would buy all of these because I've always, one of my dreams has always been to own an arcade cabinet, like an actual arcade cabinet. The one I've always wanted was the Turtles arcade cabinet, like the 4-player one. But like again, I just don't have the space for one of these in my tiny apartment.
They're also extremely expensive. Not these ones.
No, like actually
a real
the turtle one.
Yes, like a real one.
Especially because just to get it shipped here would be like $200 just for shipping.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like about $2,000, like I said.
Yeah.
So this is actually something really cool. If you have a house and you've always been interested in owning an arcade machine, this is an awesome way to do it, especially because they've got some really good games. Like they have the Street Fighter 2 cabinet that has 3 different versions of Street Fighter on it. There's a Capcom one that has some really awesome Capcom games on it, like Ghosts and Goblins and stuff. So I think this is actually a super neat idea, and I think it's going to take off for sure. So next up, speaking of things taking off, Brock, we got more Labo coming. Woo!
Yay.
Honestly,
there's so much cardboard in the corner of my house. I have not touched Labo.
You were so excited about Labo,
I had a great weekend. I did so many edibles and then never touched it again.
Yeah.
I have no reason to go back. The games are not that interesting.
Yeah.
They're very boring.
I think the idea is more interesting than the games.
This one, the reason I'm not excited for this new one is because it looks like the same bloody thing we've already built, and it's just all smashed together.
Yeah.
And this should just be an updated game like a download instead of having to buy all new cardboard.
Because there was a racing game.
There's already a racing game, and
yeah.
like it just looks like what we already have.
So let's get into it so people know what we're talking about. The Nintendo Labo Vehicle Kit will launch on September 14th and will retail for $89.99. That's the Canadian price. It will include 3 kits: a submarine, a plane, and a Jeep. And there apparently are going to be like driving games associated with each one that come along with it. And again, we don't know how any of those games play, but we know you can drive a submarine and a Jeep. From the trailer, though, it looked like the Jeep game looks like just like the racing game with the motorcycle.
It looks the exact same.
Yeah, it's like the same engine and everything.
Yeah, I'm not very pleased.
Yeah,
I think it looks really lame.
Yeah, if someone really was looking for Labo stuff, I don't know if this is.
It's so big.
I think this would probably be okay if you like didn't buy the Labo variety kit.
Sure, but they should have the variety kit in it too. Like this looks like one game. What, you get 2 games?
Yeah. Well, it also comes with the Labo Garage as well, where you can build your own stuff.
Right.
But that's pretty much it. Yeah. I don't know. The hype is not real with this one, I'm afraid.
The hype is not real.
Next up, this got me really excited though. Drinkbox Studios have announced the release date for Guacamelee 2. It will be arriving on PS4 and PC on August 21st. I'm very surprised, number 1, that this game isn't coming to Vita, but number 2, it's not coming to anything else, at least as of right now, besides PS4 and PC, especially because Guacamelee 1 has now come to everything, even Switch, so it's weird that it's not coming to anything else except those 2 consoles. Either way, I'm really excited because I love Guacamelee. If you like Metroidvania games and you've never played Guacamelee,
I've never played Guacamelee.
You should play it.
I think I have like 4 copies of it too.
Yeah, I think when we talked about Guacamelee before, I know you weren't excited about it because it's like a Metroid game.
Yeah.
Which again, I know you don't like Metroid games.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
It's true because we did talk about.
I love Steam World.
That's the one we were talking about.
That one fucking rules.
It's a Metroidvania as well. So.
Yeah, I just don't think I've ever played this game. I don't think.
It's got like a really awesome visual style to it.
Okay. It looks cool.
And it's a lot of fun.
I'll probably play the second one.
It gets really hard towards the end of the game if you've never played the first one.
Like most Metroidvania games?
Yeah, but this one requires you to do like platforming puzzles that require you basically you can shift between the world of the living and the world of the dead, which basically causes platforms to disappear and reappear. And you have to sort of figure out ways of navigating the environment while utilizing that. So it can be kind of difficult towards the end.
Okay.
But it's not, but again, if you like the platforming in Celeste, for example, I think you'll actually like this.
Cool.
So yeah, you should check
it out then.
It's a fun game. So next up, the Commodore 64 Mini finally has a release date. This was announced like this time last year, and in fact, it's come out in Europe already, but it's officially coming to North America. It's coming out on October 9th. With no Canadian pricing, it is coming out here. We just don't know how much it's going to cost. It's $70 US, so I'm guessing probably $80 or $90 here. It comes with 60 games. If you like Commodore 64 stuff, you'll probably like it. But yeah, I didn't really grow up with the Commodore 64, so I don't have the nostalgia.
Who this is for?
I think it's for people who grew up with the Commodore 64.
All 8 people.
The thing is with the Commodore 64, unless you have like an old school CRT, like a CRT monitor.
Yeah.
There's no real way of hooking an old one up right now.
What can you play on it?
We can play games on it.
Like what?
I don't know any of the games.
What's a game on Commodore? I think Pong.
Like every game on the Commodore 64 is exclusive to that console pretty much.
Right.
So that's why like if you grew up with the C64, you've probably played some of those games.
What year was that? 86?
No, it was before that. It was like I want to say like 81 or 82 because it was a computer and a game console.
Okay.
Like it actually came with a keyboard. Like the system was built into
Right. Huh.
Yeah. Again, someone out there will be excited about that, I'm sure. It's just not me. Even though I love retro games, it's not a console that I know very well. But maybe that's also another market for someone like me who's never played the Commodore 64, but I'm interested in knowing more about it. But I don't know. Last but not least, more info has dropped about the Fallout 76 beta. It will begin in early October with people pre-ordering the game getting first dibs. Although it sounds like everyone's going to have access to it before the beta's over. It's just going to be like the whole game. And you just try and break the server, essentially. So,
yay, can't wait.
I'm just interested to see what that game actually is.
I am
and
too.
to actually try it.
I think I'm excited.
Yeah, I think I'm excited too. It's coming out at a great time too, because the beta itself is not coming out at a great time in October, but the game is coming out in November after we've played everything else.
Red Dead.
Yeah. Red Dead comes out before it, though.
Right.
Thankfully.
Thankfully.
All right, so let's jump into new releases real quick, and then I have one special segment just for Brock after this.
Yay!
So this week's
special segment for special guy.
This week's new releases: Chasm comes out this week. It's a 2D adventure game. Flashback, the re-release of the classic game Flashback, comes to Switch. Have you ever played Flashback before?
Nope.
It's like a 2D game from the 90s.
Nope.
It used like really weird like polygonal graphics, and it looks really like the PC version was really cool, but the console version was really crappy. If Drew was here, he'd tell you all about Flashback.
Okay.
Because him and I have talked about Flashback before on the show. Titan Quest comes to Switch this week. Have you ever played Titan Quest before?
Yep. I have.
Yeah?
I have.
What'd you think of Titan Quest?
It's fine.
Yeah?
It's a fine game.
It's a fun Diablo clone.
It's a fun game.
It's one of the better Diablo clones, because I think this and Torchlight are like the two best clones of Diablo, and Titan Quest is really unique because it's like a Greek mythology take on Diablo, essentially. And it was really fun. I played it a lot back in the day. The Sims Cats and Dogs comes to Xbox One and PS4 this week. WarioWare Gold comes to 3DS this week.
Yeah,
yes,
Wario took over the Switch store. I don't know if you noticed. He's on like every page. It's very weird.
it is very weird.
Wario is a very strange character.
Well, they gotta promote that 3DS game on the Switch store.
Yeah.
Yes, this game's not coming to Switch. It's only on 3DS. Yes, we got our first new 3DS game in forever.
I have 2 games to add to your list after you're done, because I know you didn't add them.
Yeah, it's true. I probably didn't. Paladins came to Switch this week. Paladins is like Overwatch, except free to play.
Paladins is pretty fun.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
I like it. The combat's great in it.
And I don't think we're ever going to get Overwatch on Switch.
No.
So this is like your Overwatch equivalent.
It's a pretty fun game. It is. I like it.
Yeah. And last but not least, speaking of Yakuza, because you mentioned Yakuza earlier, Yakuza 0 comes to Steam this week. Brock, what are the other 2 games?
Oh, baby. These 2 games are going to be really popular. I don't know why they're not getting more buzz.
Yeah?
The first one is 8 to Glory, which is... It's the official game of the PBR, which is the Bull Riding Association. So you can compete in bull riding.
What is that? Why is that a game?
That's coming out from 3 games. It's only $29.99. And second off, Maximum Football 2018 comes out, allowing you to play with Canadian or American rules.
But
it's produced by Connect Play and has no real teams. It is going to be great.
But what about the Toronto Argonauts? Are they not in it?
No, they didn't get any real players.
What about the BC Lions?
There's a game called Hashtag War Games coming out, where you play as Kelly, aka Lightman with a 1 for an eye, and her clan of misfit hackers is a transform from pranksters to international hacker celebrities, taking on the powers that be under the handle #WarGames. That's going to be $4.99.
I think we need to start going to the drop and just reading all the
Holy,
descriptions.
There's some good ones.
I'm looking at you scrolling through the list of
State
other
of
games.
Anarchy looks great. It looks like it's a 2D... I don't know. Oh my god, there's going to be so many bad ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there. Zamzo Arcade back.
Jesus Christ.
It's good.
All right.
So many good games, guys. Move over anything else this week, because I'm going to be playing so much football.
I thought you were just going to play Slaps and
with
Beans this week.
CFL rules.
All right, so, Brock, I mentioned I have a special segment for you.
Okay.
We haven't done this in a while. You and I are playing video game 20 questions this week.
Okay.
I have a game for you to guess, already prepared. So, Brock, are you ready? Are you ready to play some video game 20 questions with me?
I am ready.
We're gonna do one game this week. So, in case for those of you at home who are listening don't know the rules, first of all, video game 20 questions was pulled directly from the Game Scoop podcast on IGN. So full props to them for inventing the game. It's basically like 20 questions, except I think of the name of a game for Brock to guess. He has 20 yes or no questions to guess the game. Let the guessing begin.
Did this game come out before 1995?
Yes.
Did this game come out before 1995?
Yeah.
So it's before 1995?
Before 1995.
All right. Was it a Super Nintendo game?
It was on the Super Nintendo, yes.
Okay. Is it a franchise game?
I don't know if I would really call this a franchise, but it was not a one-off, so I will say yes.
Huh.
And again, when I say franchise, it may or may not be like there's actually more games in this franchise. They're just not like they're not numbered sequels.
Okay. Is it a platformer?
It is.
Huh. Interesting. Does it have recognizable characters?
You can recognize the main character. That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, if I showed you a picture of him right now, Brock, you would know who it was.
Okay. Is this character still around today?
No.
All right.
I really had to think about that, but no.
Okay. What's this game? Oh my god. This is so much harder alone.
I know.
We've never done this alone.
I've only done alone with Drew before, and yeah, it was a bit of a struggle for him too.
I don't even know what to ask now.
Well, you know, it's a recognizable character.
Yeah.
It's a platformer game. Came out before 1995 on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Keep in mind the Super Nintendo's life, that eliminates half the Super Nintendo game.
I know.
Also, that doesn't mean it just came out on Super Nintendo either.
Right. I'm confused with the franchise thing.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. Was this based on a movie?
No.
Did it produce a TV show or movie?
No.
Okay. Was this a popular game?
At the time, yes, it was popular. Okay. That's 7, by the way.
I'm only at 7.
Yeah. You still have plenty of questions.
Okay. Was it a 2-player game?
No.
Oh. Interesting.
It was a solo platformer with a character that's recognizable.
I'm very confused. Is the developer still around today?
No.
Oh. Okay. Oh my god.
Also, keep in mind, I will only pick games I know you'll know, Brock.
I know. I want to say it's a cool spot. I don't know what other questions we usually ask.
Like, for example, you need to know more about this character, or if it's a licensed game or something like that.
Okay, was it a licensed game?
Yes.
Oh.
That's 10.
Licensed game?
Yep. Licensed platformer with a character you would recognize. Came out before 1995. Single player game.
It's not Jackrabbit.
The franchise or the character is not around today.
Okay. I don't know. Cool Spot. It's not Cool Spot. Is it Cool Spot?
Yes. That's because again,
it is Cool Spot.
Because came out in 1993 on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. It's a character you'd recognize.
Yeah.
If I showed you the Cool Spot character, you would know it was him.
Yeah.
There were other Spot games.
There was?
There was not a Cool Spot 2 or anything like that, but there was I can't remember the name of it on the NES, but I think it was just called Spot. There was actually like a 7-up puzzle game involving Spot, the character from Cool Spot. And it's like
that is
not the same franchise,
weird.
but not like not a sequel or a prequel to it or anything.
That is very weird.
Yeah. So there are other games in the franchise too. There's also like a portable 7-up game too involving Spot. I don't remember what it's called either.
Okay.
But yeah, so Cool Spot, you're right on the board.
All right.
I told you I would only pick games you would know.
Nice. Cool Spot rules.
I mean, to be fair, I should preface that I picked that game 3 weeks ago for you to guess on 20 questions, and this was the first week we had time to do it.
Nice. Stoked.
So there you go.
Nailed it. Self-high-five.
Get hyped. All right, so before we go, Brock plugs go.
You can find me on Twitter, Brock McLaughlin. You can find me on Brockstar Gaming. I think I have some reviews coming up this week. I do.
You actually write reviews still? Really?
I know. Summer's been chill.
I know.
Like, screw it.
Yeah.
Just been hanging, living my life.
Living the best dad life you possibly can.
That's it. I did some comedy yesterday, so I'll be doing more shows of that.
See, that's fun.
It was a weird show. There was a dog there, which was fun. The dog barked at me, and then I fell in a hole.
Jesus Christ.
It was weird. It was a weird show. So that's where you can find me.
Cool.
Yep, that's it. Nothing weird.
You get to go hear all of Brock's dog stories of the dogs heckling him on stage. You can also find the Ghost with the Most, Drew McMillan, over at DMcMill on Twitter. You can also find me on Twitter at Ryan Turford, that's TURFORD. You can go to our website, game-moose.com, for all the game-iest, moosiest, game moose content of all time, I guess, things and stuff. You can find things and stuff there. I also want to, again, plug Sean Capri again, at Sean Capri. Number one, because he needs more Twitter followers. Brock, did you know Sean Capri is 22 Twitter followers away from 1,000?
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Also, it was his birthday yesterday.
I missed it!
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Sean Capri.
Happy birthday, Sean! But we know he listens to the show, so we know he'll hear that. And yeah, you can find the Game Moose podcast on Twitter at game_moose_cast, on Facebook at facebook.com/Game Moose podcast, and podcast services around the globe every Monday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Also, I have another unboxing video coming out later this week. So be excited about that. I don't know when it'll go. Probably by the time next show goes up, it'll be up. And that's it for us. So for Brock McLaughlin, I'm Ryan Turford. This has been episode 132 of the Game Moose podcast. And we're out.
Goodbye.